Mikey was behind the tent when Charlie got shot.
I want to thank the Turning Point USA board and my husband's chief of staff, the amazing Mikey McCoy.
It was supposed to be another routine day at a Turning Point USA event. Crowds cheering, speeches rolling, the stage set for yet another moment of conservative firepower. But then, the unthinkable happened. In a blink, everything changed. Cameras captured the chaos. TPUSA Chief of Staff Mikey McCoy standing just a few feet from Charlie Kirk when the sound of a gunshot shattered the air. The footage is haunting. Mikey lifts his phone to his ear, turns, and walks away, calm, steady, almost eerily composed, before Charlie even begins to fall. Within seconds, the scene descends into confusion. Yet Mikey's quiet retreat, phone pressed to his ear, remains bound into everyone's minds. And then came the words from Erika Kirk, Charlie's widow, during her first public appearance after the tragedy. She thanked the TPUSA board, the first responders, and, most notably, the amazing Mikey McCoy. It was the same man the internet now calls the calmest man in chaos. Why would she single him out? Why praise him so warmly in a moment dripping with grief and shock? To many, it felt off, almost rehearsed. As footage spread online, the questions only multiplied. Why did Mikey, the man often described as Charlie's brother in spirit, walk away without hesitation? He didn't look back. He didn't rush forward. He didn't even flinch. He just left. Viewers noticed the tiniest details, the absence of panic, the perfectly timed phone lift, the way his body seemed to move with practiced composure, not instinctive fear. To many, it felt less like shock and more like expectation. Then, the story took a turn when Candace Owens stepped into the spotlight. In a now viral revelation, she shared that Mikey refused to disclose who he was speaking to at that exact moment. That refusal set off a storm. If there was nothing to hide, why stay silent? She also recounted a call between Mikey and his father, Pastor Rob McCoy, right after the chaos. Rob said his son told him, "Charlie's been shot in the neck. Please call every pastor and pray." According to Rob, Mikey sounded alert, composed enough to give instructions. Yet in Candace's version, she described Mikey's lips quivering, his voice trembling, his mind spinning between shock and fear. But even that description didn't align with the footage showing him walking away like nothing had happened. The internet quickly turned detective. People began to cross-examine timestamps, study audio logs, and analyze the way Mikey's head tilted mid-call. Who was on the other end? Was it a loved one? A colleague? Or something darker, someone expecting his call? The clip doesn't show Mikey dialing. There's no visible movement of his fingers. Just phone to ear, instant connection. That subtle detail has now become one of the most scrutinized moments in the entire investigation. Soon, every version of the story started to fall apart. Pastor Rob McCoy claimed his son was covered in blood from being so close to Charlie, that he witnessed everything up close. But the video tells a different story. Mikey's shirt was spotless. His body language, untouched. He never even approached Charlie. So where did that claim come from? Was it panic embellishment, or a deliberate attempt to paint Mikey as a hero rather than an uninvolved bystander? The contradictions didn't stop there. Erika Kirk said Mikey called her moments after it happened, his voice panicked, yelling, "He's been hit." But Pastor Rob said Mikey told him something completely different, that Charlie was struck near the throat. So, who got the real version? And how could both of them have received calls at nearly the same time? Unless Mikey wasn't calling at all. Maybe he was answering. That one possibility flips everything upside down. If someone was calling him before the gunshot, it suggests that whoever was on the other end already knew what was about to happen. Turning Point USA tried to fight back. Their spokesperson, Andrew Covey, defended Mikey, saying the entire internet had it wrong. According to Covey, Mikey wasn't calm, he was in shock. He covered his ears after the deafening sound, then followed Charlie's own emergency protocol: call Erika first, then call Rob. But if that were true, why did the footage show him walking away before anyone even moved toward Charlie? And why did Rob claim his son was splattered with blood that clearly wasn't there? None of it lined up. The inconsistencies have fueled a wildfire of suspicion. Was Mikey following orders from Charlie, or someone else? Did Erika and Rob's differing accounts stem from panic, or were they rehearsed to fit a cleaner timeline? And then there's the bigger question: why did Erika, during her speech, look so composed, even cheerful, when thanking the very man at the center of these questions? That one smile, a flash of warmth amid grief, sparked its own viral debate. Was it genuine gratitude or something deeper? Some say it's all a tragic misunderstanding, just a man reacting in shock. Others see a darker undertone. Because in the days after the incident, new whispers started circulating online. A viral post claimed that Charlie Kirk had discovered something troubling about Turning Point USA itself, a network of alleged donor manipulation and influence funneling. According to this theory, Charlie was preparing to go public, to expose corruption within his own organization. And if that's true, it raises the question: did those closest to him know what was coming? The post claims that key figures within TPUSA had already aligned themselves with wealthy donors and political power players, using the organization as a personal springboard. Charlie's supposed shift, his plans to clean house, would have threatened everything they'd built. In that context, Mikey's calmness and Erika's oddly poised response don't just look suspicious, they look strategic. Maybe Mikey wasn't shocked because he wasn't surprised. Maybe Erika's composure wasn't numbness, it was control. And maybe the people Charlie trusted most were already preparing for what came next. It's a heavy claim, one that can't yet be proven, but it's gaining traction. The online community is breaking down every frame, every quote, every inconsistency in search of the truth. Even now, months later, new pieces keep surfacing: conflicting accounts, private messages, subtle shifts in tone from those who once called Charlie their leader and friend. But the one piece no one can ignore is that video. The phone to the ear. The calm stride. The lack of reaction. It's the moment that refuses to fade. So what really happened in those crucial seconds? Was Mikey McCoy just an unlucky witness caught in the worst moment of his life? Or was he something more, a player in a far larger story that's only beginning to unfold? Whatever the truth may be, one thing's certain: this story is far from over. The footage keeps spreading, the questions keep multiplying, and the silence from those who could answer them grows louder by the day. What do you think really happened that day? Was it coincidence, cover-up, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you're ready for the truth to come out, and make sure you're subscribed, because when the next piece of this story breaks, you'll want to be right here when it does.